again. Okay, so let's see here. Looks like we got clear weather. That is good. That means that we stand a good chance of getting some work done without too much of a problem. So I'm thinking we make another run out to the crash ship, but first we need to think about some food. So let's go ahead and get down here and get this stuff. I figure if we can get out to the crash ship and get some more supplies, materials to work with, such like that. Okay, well, maybe we're gonna... Okay, we can dump it in here. Well, actually, I don't want to dump those in there because those can be used for the refinery. Yeah, we'll dump that in the refinery so we can get that built up. Okay, or not. Okay, well, there we go. That's what I want. I don't know why it's being so obstinate. Okay, and we got room in here for this too. Okay, cool. Now, I'm thinking, let's take this opportunity. We've got, oh, we need to get food. That we gotta get, definitely gotta get food. Where in the hell did we put the food in here? Food. Where did we put the food? I know we got food in here somewhere. Did we ever get it put away in the fridge? No, we did not. So it must be down here inside one of these cargo containers. Where is it? I know we got food, I just don't remember where we stashed it. Maybe it's... is it in here? I was probably just looking at it and didn't even realize. Yep, I was. Okay. Let's go with the burrito. We'll grab a burrito and eat it on the fly, and we'll have a spare just in case. Well, actually, that's going to fill us up pretty good. So let's put the burrito in here. We don't really need it. Alright, so here's the goal. We're going to run out there to that salvage location. Let's go ahead and clear this and start running. So the way I figure it's nighttime, so we've got a good chance of getting out there, grabbing stuff, and getting back. Hopefully the lightning doesn't show up. That would suck. But here's the thing, guys. I'm thinking this is a great opportunity while it's nighttime, while we've got good clear weather, to get more materials and to get to work on our hangar. I want to be able to get the roof in place, and we also need to run conveyoring over and set up some more welders, and maybe even another distractor, maybe? You know, one of those, I forget what they call them, decoys. Set up another decoy on the far side, but here's the problem. We aren't going to have enough grids to make it heavy steel, which is not the best. Because we're going to want that roof to be heavy steel if at all possible, just because those storms are just brutal. Absolutely brutal. And we haven't even seen if there's pirates on this planet besides what we saw earlier, far away, and if they're active and they're vicious, we're going to need to have a weapons emplacement, probably on the roof of the garage. I wonder if we shouldn't put like a tower on either side. Yeah, that might be smart, on either side of the gate. That might be good. Because you know that stupid lightning is going to try for our rover. So we're probably definitely going to want to have that entire thing heavy armor, actually. Which means we need a lot more grids. I don't know where there's ores on this planet. This Arquebus has ore in it somewhere. It's just really hard to find. So that's something we need to think about. I think we're going to, we'll do heavy steel. At least with heavy armor, even if it's not airtight and you don't have the grids, you at least got more steel plate attached to it, you know? And I think it might be smart, too, to run the conveyoring low rather than high. That way it doesn't get fried as easily. And I also think that we should have a large cargo container in the manufacturing section. But we're probably going to need to have buildings off of it so we can get some serious refining going on and things like that if we can manage to get a rover. I think the rover we need to get set up with is going to need to have a ore detector and probably drills. I don't really think we're going to be doing much flying right away, so... But we'll see how it goes. Doesn't look like anything's popped up either, so I don't know if because static sites are just not indicating at the moment, or If it's if they've spawned out, I'm not sure. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. But again, we need our vehicle for that. And we're going to need the GAT on that vehicle too, so that it takes out any of those meteors that get close. Okay, it looks like we got plenty of extra material still left, so that's good. We'll try to take out from the bottom up, I'm thinking. That way we can maintain the shield protection from the sun. I don't want to miss out on that if we can get it, you know. Alright, we're getting it. It's always so touchy trying to grind down these small grids. Okay, we're getting it, guys. Alright. Alright. I'm feeling alright. We're gonna probably have to leave because of the energy more than we will the actual fill. Alright, well that'll do, I guess. Whatever, float your boat there, buddy. Alright, we don't have any energy. No, we don't have any energy boosts. Okay, so back we go again. I think at this point, it might be a good idea to dig out that, well, yeah, we're gonna need to dig it out, get at least the baseline frame and the foundation in place. I also think it's a good idea that we get the armor plating in place just in case we have a lightning attack. It's gonna take a lot of armor plate though. Maybe it might be smarter just to frame it out first, just in case the lightning comes, and then we can always rebuild it if we need to. I think that might be better. Okay, it's the long walk back, and of course we've got meteors, because, you know, they gotta do that to you. It'll be a lot quicker with a vehicle, I'm telling you. We also need to check to see if we've got, we're going to have to go with something small, just for transportation purposes, and then go up from there and see what we can do. But really and truthfully, the biggest thing is, hey, thanks for joining, is we need more transportation. That way we can get places faster and carry more stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah, you missed. You're all over there. Oh, some of them actually burn out. Oh, wait, you're getting close. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting closer. We gotta run though. I just hope the weather holds. That's really all I hope. Because we don't, here's the thing, I don't want that vehicle when we build it to, I want it to be as protected as possible because we don't exactly have a lot of material to work with to make power cells. That's the big one. Until we find some ore somewhere, but if we don't get a vehicle, we're not going to get far enough out. Well, I mean, we could probably take a long walk at night, but that's not going to do us any good because we can't really, I don't think burrowing underground is going to help us, particularly with our power situation, so. Just a vehicle would be better, but we need to have just a basic, something basic with a couple of cargo boxes on it, and then just go with that like a quad setup. Because we're going to need a lot more materials before we can actually feel comfortable, and this base needs to be a lot bigger. Like, a lot bigger. I'm thinking multiple refineries, multiple assemblers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What just... It pauses like that when stuff spawns. I wonder if the weather changed. Oh, I hope not. I don't want to have to live through another one of those brutal lightning storms. Because those things are like just wicked. Okay. Alright, so we're going to change that row up there to be heavy armor if it isn't already. Do light armor for the base, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna sit for a second. Okay, good. Yep, I know. We're gonna go down to the, there we go. Medical bays are really good for that. Okay. So, we got quite a bit of materials here, so let's go ahead and drop off what we need to in here. I'm really excited the fact that we finally got some more grids, but, you know. So let's take what we got and see about getting that roof in place for the... Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Heavy armor. We definitely want heavy armor. We need to have good protection for this particular facility. Let's see. Right there will do. Alright, let's get up on here. Alright, one more. Alright, and then put heavy armor on this side here. Okay, cool. And then the tricky part. We'll do 2 rows of heavy armor right there. Well, actually, you know what? We might not even do that as heavy armor. Let's do it like this. You know what? It's gonna just be easier if I go up top. Ah, I can't. It's flat. I forgot. We took the rampiness out of that. Oh, hello. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Let's try not to get fried, okay? Ow! That hurt. Yep. Yeah, that was really a brilliant option there. Let's just do that. Alright, and we'll get that in there. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to leave spots open for lights. We'll just do alternating lights. We'll put steel plates on the ones that are there. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, cool. Now, let's get some lights across here. And then we'll just start welding. I have a feeling, though, we're going to need a lot more steel plates before the next lightning storm rolls through. So we're going to need to do something about it, but at least this way we've got something going on, you know? What we need to do is find a crashed ship. Or a facility. That would be great. Alright, cool. And then this here... Well, you know what we could do? I feel like I want to keep that one there. But nope, we're not doing it. Alright, let's see here. Looks like dawn is coming. That's good or bad, I'm not sure. Alright, so... Okay. Alright, so here we're going to do the same thing we did on the outside of, well, same thing that was like that. I like the concept of the angle blocks. I think they're really cool, so let's go ahead and keep that going on. Not only does it give us a really cool vibe, I think, but it also adds to the accessibility of the roof, which is kind of important. We're going to need to move that solar panel, obviously. That in place. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Okay. Oh, nice. I didn't realize these some of these are pretty good. Alright. Oh, what's that? An abandoned observatory. Ooh. Daggone it. That's a good find, but we can't. It's 7 clicks out. Yep, we're gonna have to, guys. We gotta take this apart. We gotta get the solar panel up on the roof. We gotta get this thing laid out so we can access, or at least be able to. Oh, actually, you know where we're gonna put that solar panel? We'll put it right here. I was gonna put it on the roof, but you know what, guys? I think that this will work just fine right here. Alright. Okay, so let's see here. Let's clear that out of the way here. I know we got some sunshine going on here, so let's get some steel plates up here. That way we can at least have a frame in place. I don't think it wouldn't last a lightning storm, but it will last to be able to provide some shelter from the sun is what I'm aiming at, because I think we need to get a vehicle going. I think that's going to be really important because there's an observatory over there, and that observatory could be very valuable materials wherever it disappeared to. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. How are we going to do this? Well, let's go with a basic setup. Let's do just a landing gear on the ground. Alright, let's go out here. Extreme heat. Okay, we can work with that. Extreme heat's okay. We can deal with that. We'll drop this off, this off. We'll keep those. Let's drop this. And yeah, that'll work for now. What do we got first? Do we have materials enough to get... I think we might have enough to do... Yeah, we want... oh, we've got some power cells. Good. We'll need those to make some power. Alright, so let's get this in place. We just want something simple, something that'll get us over to these facilities so that we can be able to acquire more materials quickly. And find ores. I mean, we need to find ores, let's face it. So, it doesn't have to be really big. Alright, that's pretty good. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Let's we're gonna put the let's put the oh, we probably want an enclosed cockpit because of oxygen issues. Oh, doggone it. Okay, we're definitely gonna want to put the battery in here. I want the battery low to the ground. I don't know what we're going to be dealing with out here, but I know for one, we definitely do not want to have a battery issue. So let's, yeah, let's do that. I like a full battery. No matter what kind of vehicle I build, I like a full battery.
Meteor storm inbound.
Now I don't think that we have any kind of, I don't think we have any kind of ice. I don't know. So we'll need some way of charging the battery. Alright, now I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely prefer to have my wheels underneath like this, so I have them elevated. Well, that was particularly ineffective. Okay, so alright, so now we're going to set this. Now, I like the idea of the battery being kind of low in the chassis. I used to put batteries up high, but here's the thing. In a desert environment, I found it's kind of easy to get yourself in a situation where, you know, kind of one of those things where you flip a lot in the dunes. And so I kind of would prefer not to. So we're aiming for a wider wheelbase with a lower profile. And because of the fact that we do get certain storms, it might be wise to have an enclosed cockpit. Normally I wouldn't really care, but in this case I think it's prudent. Alright, angle front. We got a little bit on the back here. Alright, so let's get some wheels on this thing. I mean, it's always possible, guys, that this may not turn out well. That it could easily be erased by Arquebus. Arquebus is really, really good at that. It is brutally good at that, we've seen. So hopefully Clang and Arquebus decides to be nice and let us have our vehicle so we can go get some materials. I mean, that would be ideal. So, yeah. Alright, cool. Okay, so let's go get ourselves the materials to make the... Yep, there it is. 7 clicks out. I'm really thinking, guys, that if we can get out there, we can really score some good stuff with that. So, where is the meteor storms? Always with the meteor storms. Can we lay off of it for just like 2 seconds? I'm sure the energy is critical. The energy is always critical. Alright, I don't see any more... Okay, looks like we need some materials here. Let's get... Yep, there they go again. Trying to squish us. Oh, that's right, I forgot we got progression. Yeah, I heard that. Construction components. Pipe, steel plates, yeah. Now, let's see here. We need a control seat and... Ooh, what's that? Well, that's a different spin. I haven't seen that one before. Oh, wow. Okay. That must be with the new update. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. I haven't seen that before. How does that? So that could sit out like that. And we can convey it directly over it. Huh. I usually like the cab cockpit, but we aren't going to be able to convey that, so that's not going to happen. Now this cockpit's high enough, we could do that. I think that might be the best cockpit for what we've got going on. Plus it looks better, I think. Alright, so we can convey that, which is good. And then in here, I want, we need a container, and then I want to do the logistics modular container for this, simply because it does have that built-in upper level deal going on. But if we do that, we're going to need to stick it out a lot farther. Ooh. Yeah, I think this might actually be a much smarter option, a couple of these. Yeah. So let's get this in place first. Get that all the way up here so that it's... Come on, get over there. There you are. Okay, good. And then we do the cargo container and hook it right on there like that. 1 and 2. Very basic setup, not too bad. Maybe we should set up a hydrogen engine, and we need an H2O2 gen on here as well. I think, ooh, I didn't think about that, but we may have to do the hydrogen engine is not gonna necessarily, well, we got an H2O2 gen. Maybe put, we could do the hydrogen engine on one side and the H2O2 gen on the other, but I don't know how that'll work. So let's see how this goes, because we're gonna need H2O2 gen. Oh, actually, you know what? We don't even need to do that. No. We can do an oxygen tank, just a small oxygen tank, and we just hook it in right there, and then we get a, if we get a connect, because here's the thing, we just need to have a fan that will suck in the air from outside, just like we got going on. Just like that, you see? So that'll cover that side, and then on this side here... Oh, come on. I am like, so, like, okay, there we go, that's better. Alright, so here, what we can do is, let's set up a, really? Let's set up a hydrogen tank here. Oh, we're going to need an H2O2 gen because we need to break down the hydrogen for the engine. So yeah, we're going to have an H2O2 gen. There's no getting around that. If we're going to recharge via the engine, which means ice, we have a very finite supply of ice, which really sucks. So yeah, that's going to really be a bummer. Wonder if we can do it with just solar panels. We've got plenty of solar panel material. That might be a better way to go.
Meteor storm inbound.
Yeah, I know. Maybe set up something on the sides of here, maybe? I mean, I don't really see that we have much choice, honestly. Yeah. Really kind of sucks, honestly, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Alright, it makes it pretty slick, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, that'll do the trick, though. And then in here, We still should have an H2O2 gen, but I don't know how we'd run that. We lay a hydrogen tank on the side for a fuel source, but I don't know. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing set up. Weld as much as we can. I think this will be a good little ride out here. Alright. Tough one, guys. It's a real tough one. Okay, so we're going to need to get a beacon in there too, so we might as well grab that. We're going to need that, this, that. Need that. 30 of those. That. This. It's how it goes, guys. Just loading up with what we need. Oh yeah. And we're gonna need 10 of those. Alright, cool. Alright, well, we need a gyro in here, and let's see, what else do we need? We need a gyro. Whoa! 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 What was all that about? What the hell? What was that all about, guys? What did I do? Oh my gosh. I don't know what we clanged out or something? That was weird. I guess you can't get underneath the wheels and do that. Alright, well, we'll have to set another one up. For now, we're gonna get, let's get that gyro in place. Might as well do what we can do on this side, right? That was crazy. I don't even know why I did that. Okay, gyro there. Let's see. We could do an H2O2 gen on here and set that up just in case we need it. But I just feel like I don't know why that did that. That's so crazy. Okay. Oh no. You know what I just realized? There's no way we're going to be able to do... Oh man, I wanted to put a weapon system up on top of here. Oh man, now we're going to have to set up a different setup. It just occurred to me that we don't have a upwards facing setup, so we need to get this set up too. We need this on here because we want to put a GAT on here so that we can actually like protect ourselves. There's just too many of the other stuff. Okay, we need a lot of components here. And I can't believe we blew that up. I don't even know how that happened. Okay, let's grab 20 of those. I don't think we need that many, but we'll grab that many. Let's see here. We got enough steel plates. Let's grab 10 of those. That should reload, so I'm not worried about that. We got plenty of those. We're going to need 34 of those. Let's see. Of course there is. There's always a meteor storm inbound. When isn't there one? Oh, we need some of these too. Grab 10 of those. And we don't have any interior plates. Let's get those going. Oh, And you know what else we need? I need those two. Actually, more than I need the other. Okay, so that's going to get us a start on some stuff here. Let's go... Oh, wait. Computer components. Yep. I forgot about that. We're going to need some of those, too. Alright, let's grab those. Alright, cool. Okay, so let's get the upper portions done first, and then we'll get the solar panel put on it. I don't know if there's enough room to actually set up a... Let's see if there's enough room. There might not be. If there isn't, then we're going to have a problem here. Oh, there just is enough room. Nice. Good. Alright. Now, let's see here. I want to put an H2O2 generator here just because I feel like it's a good thing. But, on the other hand, if I do that, I might have a problem with the other, so... What we're going to do here is go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so that needs components. Computer components there. Alright. Alright. So those are all good to go. So let's get the additional chips, and then we'll get the materials to build the other, and we should be good to go. So I want to be able to get over to that thing before the weather changes, because the weather's a freaking nightmare in this place. Alright, let's get in here. A couple things. First of all, the Gatling turret, I do not want idle movement, because idle movement will cause it to smack into the ceiling. And I want to reduce the attack to 468, just because I don't want it doing other stuff. Let's go to the vent. The vent is going to be on depressurize, which should start filling the oxygen tank. Outstanding. That's what we want. Alright, cool beans. So let's go ahead and get this set up. And there'll be more vertical room once we dig out this bottom part, but for now, that's what we need. Now let's get the solar panel in place. That way it can charge while we're doing what we're doing. Let's see here. Alright, so can we not have another incident? Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. Let's take these out of the way. Talk about precision driving when we go out here. Alright, so this should be how we doing on the charge. Let's check out the battery charge. Okay, fully recharged in 1 day. We do have good input 59, outputs 26. Perfect. Alright, outstanding. Okay. We don't have any lights. We're going to want lights, because I don't doubt for a second that we'll be driving in the dark at some point. So let's get some lights. One there. One there. And let's get... there and there. And then we're gonna drop... Oh no. Okay. Before I go and I put that in that Gatling weapon, I just had a thought. Did we ever hack this? Because I can just see us. Okay, good. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. The trust decoys, they're probably gonna get shot.
Inbound.
Alright, so let's hopefully not, please don't shoot things that shouldn't be shot, okay? Okay, guys. Yeah, meteors. You're not gonna stand a chance from this mess. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop all the materials in here. And we're gonna go for a drive, guys. I think we're in a good position to get out of here and head to the other. Oh wait, we can't go too far from our vehicle because we don't have a marker on it. But I'm not gonna mess with that yet. So let's see here. All right, let's go check out what this abandoned observatory is. It's unknown, so that's a good sign. That means it probably isn't going to attack us. I am going to get the wheels set up. Oh, you know what we don't have? We got a few things we need to get on this thing, first of all. We're going to need to get an ore detector so we can see if there's ore, but I'm going to be looking to see if there is. Let's see. Let's up the power, up the strength, so we're not on the ground all the way. I like to reduce the speed limit a little bit. I don't like to go too fast because I tend to flip them. Alright, carry on with the straight ahead here. I'm not seeing anything that looks like ores yet. This will be our first journey away from the bunker, guys. This is good. This is really good. We got some mobility. Ideally, we can load up on grids. That's what we really need more than anything else, is grids and steel, because that is what those knuckleheads do when they lightning you. Yes, so we are looking for that also. This abandoned observatory, I'm curious to see what it's all about. Maybe we can get additional food, but really I'm looking for grids and steel and radio components. Any ores would be good too, because the idea being, of course, that we're going to need to maintain a very high supply of materials for the next lightning storm as we begin to build out our base and be able to add stuff to it. So that's kind of the goal here. So hopefully, I didn't see how far out the beacon went on the bunker, but I have a pretty good idea where it is in relation to our crash site. So I think if we keep our crash site on one side, the mountain on the other, we can get back even if the beacon is out of range. So I don't think that's a problem. This is extremely deserty. Here we are on the road, rolling along nicely with our little vehicle. I'm not seeing much else out here besides dust and desert, so I'm gonna switch it.
Storm inbound.
Probably should have brought more ammo, but I didn't think about that. It's okay. There's one of the moons up there too. Nice view. I see we're about 4 clicks out from the base, which means we're about 3 clicks out from the target. Radio telescopic dish. Ooh. Unknown. It's an okay, we're close enough now that we're picking up another. So it's a radio telescopic dish and an abandoned observatory. Okay. Unknown. Huh. Okay. We can work with that. That means there's going to be a lot of radio components, which is going to be good. Come around oh, you know what? We better make sure that we are not Gatling crazy here. Okay, good. Neutrals are off. I don't want it to start shooting things it doesn't need to shoot. Looks like smoke off in the distance to the left. I wonder what that is. Whether it's just some sand, just some clouds, or if something crashed over there. Looks like we're getting kind of bouncy here. We better be careful. Now, as far as GPS is concerned on this playthrough, I think I'm just gonna, I mean, I don't know, I don't mind it If you guys think that maybe we should skip GPS, let me know. But I think as it stands right now, I'm okay with doing GPS for ores, salvage opportunities, you know, crash sites, stuff like that. I don't like the idea of using it to mark my position of my vehicle. I think that's kind of, I don't know, unrealistic. I think that's why we need to have beacons on our vehicles and essentially on any base we occupy. Alright, let's see what we got going on. If I recall correctly, these bases generally don't have weapon systems, so that should not be a problem. Oh wow, solar panels, nice. There's the big dish there, okay. Oh, this is good. This is real good. As far as taking over grids, I think for this playthrough, the only time we're going to take over a grid is if we're committing to actually shredding and breaking down the entire grid, or if we're going to occupy it as a base. So I don't really feel the need to have a base right now, but I feel like this might be a good salvage opportunity for materials. So, oh, what's that? Space Relay Station 545, IGDC. Oh, wow. Okay, that's something different. That belongs to the company that we're here for. Isn't it? Yeah. Because look. Oh my. We lost the relay to our bunker. Okay. Yeah, I don't see it. I think we're out of range for it. Okay. Well, that's something. Alright, let's get in here and see what we got. Got my weapon just in case there's anything wicked going on around here. Looks like the sands recovered a lot of it. Okay. Got a power station. Let's see, what do we got in here? Anything? I'll get some food, some burritos. Okay, I'll take it. Looks like we got some materials here. Those will be useful. I'll take more burritos. This apparently is the burrito station. Alright, door. Door's a lot. Wall. Wall's better. Alright, what do we got here? What is it? Can I sit there? No. Large unknown signals have been received from deep space. These signals seem rather ominous and appear to contain malicious data. No attempt should be made to contact them. Staff are advised to leave immediately. Okay. Well, apparently the staff did run away. There's nobody here. There are not even bodies here. They evacuated in a hurry. Alright, let's take what we can. Ah, some money. Nice. Wait, what was that? In the kitchen there's more food? Okay, we'll take it. Alright, cool. I see some crates up here, so... And did anything fall from them? No. Okay. Got some boxes up here. Anything in the boxes? Nope. Okay. Let's check the beds. First thing we're going to do is we're going to check... I didn't mean to do that. Nothing in there. We'll take those. The components are good too, so... We're not going to save this base, so I haven't decided... Okay, we'll take some food too. Anything in there? Nope. Okay, nothing in there. Alright. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh wait, what's that? Aha! Well, that's interesting. I was thinking it was a walkway. Oh wow, look at this! Yeah! Okay, that's good. That's really good. You know what? This is... Oh man, this is great. Now how do we get out of here? Okay, we're gonna have to drop a few things off because honestly, we gotta get out of here. Yeah, I need room to run. Oh, goodness, okay. Alright, let's get this stuff loaded in the vehicle. This is great, this is good. I think what we'll do is we are totally going to shred this thing and take everything and total break it down. But this cobalt is golden because this is going to allow us to get those grids we need, guys. This is great. So since we're planning on taking this entire facility, then we're going to claim it. We're going to claim the grid, and we're going to claim it so that we can salvage it, which means we're going to mark a salvage. And we're going to go salvage. What do we call this? Salvage radio station. This is good salvage. We'll take it. Gotta move quick though, because we don't know when the weather's going to change, and I do not want to be stuck out here when things go sideways. Alright, so let's empty out everything out of this and take this storage container. I'm excited about the fact that we have that, oh crap, I can't even talk. I'm just so excited I can't even talk, guys. Prototech stuff, because we can, and probably will, build some Prototech stuff this episode. Well, not this episode, but this season. Okay, looks like the heat is kicking in. Alright, so we're pretty full up on there. We're gonna fill up the cockpit. Alright, and then let's go back out here. And we'll get this. I don't know what's in there. Nothing? Okay. Oh, wow. Cool. Now, what do we got up here? Anything? Ladder area is blocked. Okay.
Meteor storm inbound.
Of course there is. There's always a meteor storm inbound, and we currently have a lot of hot temperatures. Just curious if there's anything... Well, there is a beacon up there. We need the radio components, so we'll take them. Ow. Alright, so let's see. Metal grids, yep. No metal grids. We got other stuff. Alright, cool. Well, this is a good grab, guys. So we're going to hold on to this location, and we're going to head back. And remember that we've got the mountain on that side. We have our crash site on that side. So this direction should lead us back to our bunker, I'm thinking. As bouncy and rough as this road is. But that's such a good find, guys. I cannot believe how well this turned out. I'm excited. We got some good materials. We're going to strip that thing down too, just like we have been doing on the construction site. But now that we got a vehicle, we got a chance to really make a difference. With that cobalt, we're going to be able to make a lot of grids, which is going to be really nice in the next storm. I feel really confident, guys. We're going to have a really good base setup. I think we've got a chance to be able to survive this series and actually get what we need to get done, you know? We also need to adjust that beacon, but then I'm kind of hesitant too, because we don't know if there's hostiles around that could pick up that beacon and use it against us. So it might be better just to do our navigation the way we're doing it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm kind of really curious. But yeah, we're definitely gonna strip that thing down for components. I mean, I haven't found any ores, so we have to salvage until we find ores. That's just kind of the way it goes, you know? Now, that salvage is pretty far back. Wow, how far out did we go from that bunker? Crash site's there, okay. And the mountain's there, so we're going in the right direction. We need to get a larger cargo container on here, or at least get some additional ones on the sides. You know what we could have done? We could have set some on the sides and connected them with the small connectors, what we should have done. Ah, there you are. Maybe we'll do that once we get in there, but I wanted to be able to get back, get some more materials set up, weld up as much of the roof as possible in case we get a storm. That's kind of the really good thing, and we want to get that cobalt refining ASAP. I'm thinking too, it might not be a bad idea to run another conveyor line, do it, you know, sooner than later, run conveyor line over to the roof of the hangar bay, and we might want to widen the hangar bay at some point too, but that's something we could do later. Just because we may need to accommodate multiple vehicles or possibly even a larger vehicle. Also, I'm thinking, given the lightning, I don't know, I think that any aircraft we have, we're going to want to have a hangar that actually opens and is completely enclosed like a ship. That way, when the lightning hits, it doesn't fry the aircraft. And that's something we want to consider too. Maybe we'll put that on top of something. Or just do a spread out across the ground type of setup. And there's the other moon out there. I swear that moon is like, it's got to have like oxygen and grass. It looks like it. I don't, you know. So here it is up there. I see it. All right, we're coming into home base here. Wow, that observatory, that was a great find. And not only that, but we also found a location of another IDJ, whatever the hell it is, another corporate location, which may have additional survivors, and it may be, if I recall correctly, I think the one guy's notepad says something about fixing a radio antenna and trying to get the corporations back. Maybe if we did that, we might be able to start finding economy bases, which would be really cool. But I don't know. With the corporate pulling out of this system, I don't know that we'll find anything like that, but it's hard to say. Anything's possible. Easy. Something off to the right. What is that off to the right? I'm gonna, hold on a second. We're gonna pull up. I see something off to the right. What is that? Yeah, I know. The Gatling turret's having a fit because it can't move. What is that? Okay. That right there. Looks like some sort of wrecked structure there. Maybe a downed ship? Huh, that might be worth investigating too. So now we're starting to see some stuff. All right. Now let's see here. First thing is, whatever steel we got's going into this. Alright, we got any grids? Nope. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and alright, that's it. Cool beans. Alright, let's get in here and drop this stuff off. Yeah, it's IDGC. Alright, let's drop this stuff off in here. That's good. Yep, I knew that was coming. I should probably put a connector on here too, but... Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, let's get the other side over here. Oh, that's it. Okay. Construction components. Oops. Alright. We'll cover those with steel plates too. Alright, and then we'll drop these off in here. We'll deal with the Saberoid later, guys. Right now I just want to get all these materials out of here so that we can use them. Okay. All right. Alright. We should probably do some coloring at some point, repaint some of this so that we got a little bit better setup, but for now we're just going to keep with this dull gray color. We'll change it out later. Alright, let's get these steel plates in place. Alright, this is going to be good, guys. This is going to be really good. Oh, we can't do it there. That's okay. And we're out of steel plating, okay? Yep, alright, no problem. Ow. Okay, let's get production. We'll throw another 200 grids on there. And let's go to production and let's gonna need some iron too. Yeah, that's gonna be a really nice setup. Okay, so we're doing good with this, but I mean we got this yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more cargo capacity, but it's not gonna be easy because of the fact that we're gonna have these solar panels on here right now. We might be able to put like some barrels across the back maybe, but as far as doing additional cargo, not if we want to maintain our recharge capabilities. But yeah, that's awesome. I do want to check that. How far out is that? That looks like that's pretty far out there. Yeah, I don't know how far out that is. And I don't know if it'll still be there later. That's the trick. Yeah, let's see here, I don't know what's over there, but they're... I'm so tempted to go check that out, guys. So very tempted. I wonder if we have enough sunshine to be able to go do another trip. Might be a good idea. Alright, we're gonna park this outside the bay for a minute because I do want to hop in here and get some food because I realized that we're kind of shy on food. We got burritos. Why not? Let's take some burritos. And while I'm at it, I'm going to grab a bunch of steel plates. Probably not a bad plan to grab as many as I can get. I do some welding on the roof real quick before we head out. So let's get a burrito in us and head up to the roof. Alright, let's start here. This will go by really fast actually because it'll burn through a lot of those steel plates I got. The way I see it, if I'm not here and that stupid lightning storm comes up, it might be better to have some protection in place. They're gonna burn through a lot of steel plates though. And it probably wouldn't be a bad idea too to set this up like 200 of those, or 2,000, and set up another 300 of those, 300 of those, 100 of those. You know, that way we're covered for those others too. Alright, so I think what we're going to do in this episode 2 is we're going to make one more run out to the salvage radio station. We could do the crash site, but I feel like the salvage radio station is going to give us the most bang for our buck. Now, hopefully, the weather holds, because if it goes lightning, we're pretty much sunk. And that's the trick. Let's see here. Do we have... I'm going to get on the control panel cockpit, because in this series, weather is turned out to be quite the big deal. Oh, come on. Really? Alright, we are in a heat wave. I can deal with the heat wave. Heat wave's okay. When it goes danger, that's when we're gonna run. We're gonna run like a fiend and try to hide. Because danger is when those rad storms come, and we do not want that kind of behavior. So, we're gonna sit back over real quick, guys. We're gonna go and see if we can't get another full load out of this radio station. I think that we're going to focus primarily on just basically working from one side to the other and try to get this entire station ground down. But I think getting the radio antenna mast and that dish is going to be a huge part of this grab. But we also want to get those power cells that are outside. Basically anything that's outside that can be lightning fried, we kind of want to get. And then after that, we're going to... first we'll just get all those things, bring them in, those shelves that are sitting out there in, like, wide open for the world. I know that I saw that there's a battery, but we can't really do anything about that. But we can get the radio components out of the other, and that's going to be really important for those decoys. Because as the lightning hits the decoys, those are going to be re-welded, and that's kind of important. So we want to pack up as much as we can in those cargo spaces, and it might not be a bad idea for us to maybe have another cargo capacity. So what we may end up doing is setting up another cargo container, probably against the wall between the little vehicle bay. And that's the other thing. We need to dig out that vehicle bay, get the ramp in place, get it welded up. But that's going to be, you know, another episode. Right now, it's working fine the way it is, and that's okay. Still on a heat wave. Looks like probably inferno out there. Hard to say. But the sun is helping. It's keeping us charged, which is good. Alright, we better watch out, or it's getting bouncy again. I still have not... Let's jump up here and get a... Yeah, see, I don't see any... Oh, wait, there's ores over there to the right. Aha! There are ores on this planet. Way over there to the right. I saw white patches, so we know there's ores over there. So that's something we should probably explore at some point and see what's over there. I know usually I don't like to do that third-person stuff, except to show the vehicle moving. But it's nice when you're doing salvage and stuff like that to do the wide angle. What do they call it? Drone feed is what a lot of people call it. Wow, it's really coming down, isn't it? This is crazy. Man, I can't believe we got this really good salvage, guys. This is gonna be huge. Yep, there we go. Little tracer fire taking out the rocks that are coming down. Keeping us safe. Good job, Gatling weapon. Uh-oh. Every time it pauses like that, I'm always concerned that there's something else that's gonna come up. It just always worries me. Alright. Okay, let's pull her up and park it. Alright, let's get our stuff. Alright, we'll start with you. What was in there that I didn't know about? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. That's awesome. We'll take that. Just looking to see if there's anything else that might have something in it, but I don't think so. Alright, now the trick. Getting up top. You know what we might do? Let's do it this way. All right. Let's drop this stuff in here. Nice haul on that one. Looks like that battery. It's not. So this thing must be getting powered by the. I swear, these, if you don't pay attention, these rocks are gonna get you. Wow, those are filling up fast. Freakishly fast, actually. Alright. Okay, now let's see here. I wonder if I can get a barrel under here. Either a crate or a barrel. Probably a crate might be better. Yeah. 1, 2, and do 1 and 2. Perfect. That'll give us additional cargo capacity, which is going to be nice. So let's get this done. Cool. And it's a little bit more centralized, so less likely flipping. It's always good. I'll take it. Oh, not on on that side. Did we have... I thought we had more... Yeah, right here. Oh, well, we're at it. Let's drop these in there. Okay. That's pretty full. I don't think I can fit another one of those. I can fit that in there, though. But that's okay. Get that loaded in there. Alright, cool. Now we can set those in there. It's going to be nice having those when the lightning comes. Just simply because they're going to... That's kind of a tricky thing to have, you know. Alright, cool. Oh, nice. This will give us some detector components. Alright, cool. Now we can go down below and continue our grinding down here and take what we can on this level as well. I want to leave the solar panels for last because I want to make sure this thing stays all powered up. I know sometimes unpowered goes away, sometimes it doesn't. Usually it's on servers, I've noticed when that happens. I don't know exactly. I think Minuteman once mentioned about how that happens, but honestly I don't remember. I just plan for it to happen and go from there, you know? Oh wow, I hadn't noticed that. There's beds up there. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get this loaded up too.
Meteor storm inbound.
Of course there is. There's always a meteor storm. This planet is nothing but falling rocks and lightning and blinding, burning sunshine. Oh, look at this. This is a good load. Look at all that. Perfect. Run out of sunlight though. Makes me kind of nervous. Okay, let's see. Up, we're full. Let's see, did we have it was on that side or was it on this side? I think it was on this side. No, that's full. Oh yeah, that was the one. Uh-oh. I don't know how easy it'll be to navigate at night, so let's get turning around and head back. There's the mountain, but I mean, usually it's pretty... Uh-oh. Okay, clear weather. Usually it's pretty good, but we'll see how it goes. We'll immediately put that steel plate to use on the roof of the garage. And then I think it's going to be really important to see how much grid we have and get that applied also to that roof. And whatever's left will be used for anything that hits, you know, after we get that garage set up. We do need to run those conveyor lines, but I think that we'll probably have to do that next episode. So right now I just want to get us back to the garage and then see about getting that garage welded up, and that'll be a good episode for us, guys. Next episode, we're definitely going to do the finish digging out the garage. We've got to get more salvage. We'll get more materials from both locations. I want to clear out the crash site. That way we can remove that marker. And it's probably a good idea to... I don't know. We may want to put like a trail marker so that we know the direction to go to for that relay. I'm pretty sure if we put the mountain on the left and go straight, we'll get to the relay, so we can remember that. That's fine. Whoa! That's not good. Why are you guys coming at me from the front? That's very unsettling, to say the least. Very unsettling. So yeah, I'm thinking next episode we're going to get the garage welded up, get it dug out, and get the conveyor lines run up. We'll use the salvage that we find at both of the salvage locations, and then if we feel like we need a little bit of a break and we want to explore something a little different, we'll run over and see if that crashed ship or whatever that is functional and has materials to be had. It doesn't have a beacon set, so it could be anybody's. It could be a corporate situation, could be unknown, could be just wreckage. I don't know. We'll have to explore it and see what's there. Could also be pirates. You never know. But I'd like to be able to have our base set up with as much material and as much facility built as we need to maintain our level of resupply. Also, might not be a bad idea to make it standard to put a weapon system as well as 2 decoys on every single structure we add on to this bunker, just so that we have things set up for the lightning and any potential opposition we run into, because I'm pretty sure nothing on this planet is friendly at all. I mean, it's obvious. The whole planet's trying to kill us. So, looks like the sun's setting still, so that's kind of a nice little set. Let's take that off there. Look at that. That's the sunset, guys. Sunset on Arquebus. Not bad. Not bad at all. Weather's maintaining clear, which is great. I like it that it's holding. So we'll just maintain our course here, and yep, that's the bunker right there. Alpha Bunker. IGDC. We haven't changed the name of it yet. It's okay. It's all good. Well, one nice thing is at least when we pull in there, we don't have to worry too much about, well, I pull in head forward for a reason. I want the battery, because I got this, I mean, I don't know, you guys could tell me if this is true or not, but it seems to me like the lightning strikes, decoys first, tall objects second, batteries and any kind of electronics third. So, I feel like if I get it close in, it'll be better protected. Okay, Gatling turret. I want to bring that into the stow position. There we go, stow position. And I want to also set, I'm going to set the Gatling weapon on an on and off toggle, because I don't want it accidentally shooting anything through here. So it's off. 12 hours on the charge. I think we're okay that way. So let's go ahead and offload this stuff. We got some steel plates, so let's get this welded up. That's what we're going to do before we get doing what we're doing next. Alright, run this Get this load run in here. Alright, that's full. Let's run down here. Alright, this may end up filling it, honestly. This last load may be the last load for that storage container. We may need to get another one. We'll see. Yeah. I like having these on here. Now let's see here. Where is... No, I want that right there. Good. Now we got an ore detector. Ha! And while we're at it, we better put a beacon in here too. Let's put the beacon right here. And then over here, we'll put an antenna, maybe. I don't know. It looks like an antenna is not going to happen. That's okay. Alright, so let's get the rest of these materials out of here, and we'll continue on with the welding of the ceiling and putting this stuff away and going from there. So, alright, let's get this finished up. Yep, that took it all. Yeah, that's gonna fill it up pretty good. Okay, get this one out of here. Okay, let's finish off the... There we go. Alright. This in here. Yep, see, we're full up now. Are we gonna be full here too? Nope. Okay. Yeah, this load may fill up our storage capacity. I think next episode we're gonna need to consider possibly some new storage capacity, because I think this one's getting used up pretty quick. Cool. And bam. Yeah, this is good. I'm not gonna yell at Arquebus about being ready, because I know that in this game when you do that, Clang will humble you fast. Faster than you can imagine, and you will not like it. Okay. Alright, we are officially full of whatever we need here. Do we have enough to make a cargo container? Because we're going to need more capability to store stuff. Yeah. Cargo, 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 and cargo. Alright, let's see. I'll grab that and that. Huh. I didn't know that was short on components. Interesting. Learn something new. I also didn't put those steel plates up above. Alright, let's get this next load of steel plates up here. That was good, good bit of equipment. Some of these pipes and stuff we can always degrade down, you know. We don't need those, so we'll just drop them off in here. Yeah, we're full on there. Yeah, we're pretty full in here. We're gonna pull this and this. We don't need those. We can drop that, and that in there. Okay, let's see what else we don't need. Let's see what else. We can take this out of here. We don't need that. Fleb's journal, we'll read that here in just a second if we haven't already read it. Alright, well, I think this is going to be a good episode end. It looks like internet's getting kind of sketchy right now too, so I think this is a good opportunity to call it a wrap, guys. We're going to go ahead and grab these tools out of here real quick because we don't need them in there. And we don't need the food in there, the money in there, the tools, all that stuff can come out. And that should leave us a little bit more room for a few more components. Not much though, because those are all going to go into other locations. We got to set up our little stuff down here to store it in. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. We're going to shut her down like that. We're going to head down and get some much needed rest. And it's going to be loud. It's going to be noisy. How in the world do you sleep with that machinery going on? Well, that's easy. Should probably set up a button panel so we can make it quiet. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me on No Suit Survival, and we'll see you next time. We have a lot more we gotta do, guys. You know the deal. Like, subscribe, leave comments. It's because of your comments, your suggestions, your desires is why we're doing No Suit Survival again. Thank you so much. It was a great suggestion. I'm having so much fun. I hope you are too. And if you got questions about some of the stuff going on in the game, how to be able to do it, let me know. I'm happy to teach you, happy to tell you, happy to take your suggestions and try them out, whether they're good or bad, whether we get blown up or not. Hey, it's all part of the game, right? Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.